To me, it's never been about the money. You know what I mean? So you start talking about, hey, millionaire car salesman and this and that. And to me, money has always just been the byproduct of my success or your success. So to me,
I've never heard that once out of your mouth, by the way. The only time I ever saw that was like recently at a seminar you did. I've never heard you say that.
Right.
Ever.
Okay.
Which is interesting.
Okay.
Like it's a positive thing.
It's a positive
I've never
thing.
even heard that.
It'd be like you standing there in the World Series and you're thinking about getting a hit for your next contract. Like, you don't do that if you're a big time player, right? If you're a big time player and you're going to win the game and you have that fire and that desire inside, you're not worried about what your next contract's going to be, right? You're worried about, how do I win the game? How do we get to the World Series? How do we accomplish the goal? So money's definitely important. You need money to live. You need money to operate. You need to be able to invest it well and know where my money's at. But at the same time, money's never really been the driving force of. People are saying, man, you must be killing, you must make a lot of money. And I'm doing very well for myself. But at the same point, that can't be your modus operandi. That can't be, what your
So what do
end
you have
goal
to tell
is.
all the young budding entrepreneurs and salesmen of the world that are coming out, men and women alike?
Well,
what's your advice to them?
There's two different mindsets, man. And I've lived both of them. So, I've lived to the point where.
So you have lived the.
Yeah, I mean, I've lived, have the, the $100,000 car, and when you almost didn't have the money to pay for it, when you're 23, 24 years old, and that kind of drove you to be successful because you were chasing that the entire time. To me, I kind of flipped the script now. I live below my means. I don't have to drive around. I drive a pickup truck. You know what I mean? People are like, what do you have? I'm like, I drive a pickup truck. Yeah, that's it, man. So, it's a nice one, but it's a pickup truck that I drive. So the money isn't really the key focus for me. Obviously, it has to happen, or you can't do the things that you want to do with your family, with charity, with giving back, and with growing your business. So, but I just, if you're young, you're starting out in business, diversify yourself. Save more than you spend, and figure out ways to get your money working for you rather than you working for your money. So I started buying rental properties, started flipping houses with my best friend, and at first it was just to hang out with my best friend. I was like, hey, we can make some money doing this. So we started flipping some houses, and it's starting to roll in pretty well now. And we do some small business lending and a couple of things. So you have to have different streams of revenue. You can't work yourself rich. You can't work yourself to the point.
You can't work yourself rich.
You really can't. I mean, you can work yourself comfortable and retire and live and not have to take vacations and do all that stuff. But to me, that's not what I want to do. You know what I mean? I want to be comfortable, extremely comfortable. And actually, I hate that word comfortable because I never really want to be comfortable.